Hello everyone, my name is Maria Jose Vega Andrade. I did my observation practices at the Educational Institution of Santa Ana in Baru, in Cartagena de Indias. In the seventh grade, my tutor is called Janice Rocha Noriega. My practices were virtual because of the pandemic, but not in class as such, but in activities carried out by the student science. The student did not have the technological resource to carry out virtual class.
Okay, well, my name is Genesis de Dios Medrano Montalvo. First of all, my prayer practice is the Cine Virtual Bachelor, and the grade I attend in front and free of primary high school, and this institution is characterized more by its diversity of student and virtual modality. My support teacher is Scarlett Jamile Medina, and she has always been very keen to me and the student.
Hello, everyone. My name is Yaniris Villegas. Because of the pandemic, I am doing pedagogical practice virtually. So far, I have not seen any class synchronously. I have only seen an activity guide. I am doing the pedagogical practice at the Santana, an educational institution, Cartagena, in the ninth grade. I know the most of the students are or adolescents are residents in the community of Santana, Baru Island, and its surrounding. In the interaction that I have had with the teacher has been through phone calls and social networks.
Okay, my name is Camilo Tres Palacios. I'm doing my observation practical experiences in the school called Institución Educativa Benjamín Herrera in the courses of 7, 8, 9 grades. My support teacher is called Melissa Pontiers. The situation in the world meant that the students are working from home. In this school, the teacher sent some gifts in WhatsApp, and the students have sometimes to do the activities. So let's get started with the first question. Did you perceive that the teacher planned every class, or she rather improvised in the sessions? Is the planning or improvisation useful or not? Explain why. So, Janiris?
Um, okay. The first question is: Did you did you perceive that the teacher planned every class, or he or she rather improvise in the sessions? Is that planning or improvisation social or not? Explain why. Well, eh, um, yes, I think that the teacher plans the activity in advance, because she gave me a guide with the activity there were going to be carried out during the third period. But I cannot assure if it is successful or not, because I have not been able to observe class, or have cannot with the assignment guide maybe the students.
Okay. The teacher takes the time to plan her class and activities, as she considers that she must have everything ready to obtain the result she is looking for.
Okay. I never received the cell phone here. What's more, I was able to observe a light injury that she performed on her student, and she was always sure of herself, and this was reflect in the attitude of the student who managed to understand everything she to say.
Okay, I think that yes, and she always planned in every class because the situation she has to do the guides and for every course. And for that she has to plan every class um, and the things that she wants to teach. Um, the second question for you guys is, and what pedagogical skills do you stand out of the English teacher?
Okay. The teacher is creative. I consider that she handles the ability to speak very well.
Um, uh, Perhaps the cultural and contextual skill. She worked in an educational institution where respect for culture and diversity and and technological skill is cultivated for she because she makes use of ECTs, make the topic known to her students. Camilo.
Um, okay, in the years, I can see that the teacher have some good English skills. Um, and in the years, the teacher, I think that she demonstrates the good abilities and good level according to the grade that she wants to teach.
Okay. She mainly emphasized her ability to listen and attention with the student because she always worried about what they should hear, but says that she was very dynamic with them. Um, the three question is what were the general attitude of a student towards the English class they teacher and method? What do you think that happened? Okay, I think that the attitude that about the student and the teacher had in the class that I could observe were listening and assertive communication, and I consider that this happened because the teacher maintained a good relationship with the student, which is important.
I could not see an attitude of students because I could not be in a class and observe. I could only see how the activities sent by the teacher worked. I could see that they did it with a lot of effort and dedication.
Okay, in my case, I can't say nothing about the attitude or interaction of the students, because all the things what I see in my observational practices were in WhatsApp. and in my review of the years that the teacher sends. For that, I can answer that question.
Okay. In my case, I have not been able to observe any class, and that is why I don't know the attitude of the students towards learning English. I only know that the students receive the guides through social networks and printed documents. Mm, um, for question, do you did you consider students learn thanks to those teacher skills? Why or why not?
Okay. Okay. I think that yes, because according what I saw in the answers of the guides, because I analyzed that, um, the guide of some student I saw that they made the expectations of that kid. For that, I think that yes.
Okay, I consider that is part, yes, because despite the fact that she explained to say in the clear way, in the end, they were the ones to develop their activities, and at that moment is what reflected if they actually learning or not. That is, they depend more on they if they learn in the process or not.
In my case, yes, I consider that the seventh grade students learned and appreciated what the teacher could teach them.
Okay. I think yes, because the guide propose a series of activities that promote learning and in students. Perhaps for some students, it isn't enough, and they need a more in-depth explanation, which perhaps could be addressed by the teacher through technological means. Five questions. Would you change anything in teachers' attitudes? What, and why? Um, I have not had the opportunity to see the teacher interact with the with her students during the class. Mm, I don't know.
Okay, now really any particular aptitude will change because the teacher from her job as have teacher very well and has taught me many things that will help for me in the future. For example, how to deal with a student despite your difference.
No, I will not change anything because each teacher has their skills and their attitudes towards the class. She does it well, gets good results. I will just add a little more interaction with the students.
Okay, I think that I use James that in the WhatsApp chat she use only have to talk more in English, because there there is where they interact and almost all the time, and they their interaction is in Spanish. So if I would change something of that, I would change that. Okay, the sixth question is, in case that student are not very fluent in English, what do you think that happens?
Okay. In the case of my previous practice, is it because many of the students have already completed their training for a long time and had chosen challenges.
I think it may be due to the lack of practice, interaction with teacher and classmates.
Well, the guide proposed as mm, next next
Okay,
question.
okay. In my practice, I didn't see the students speaking um any any speaking in English, and for that, I can answer this question. So I don't see anything. The second question is, which skill does the teacher encourage the more in the students? Writing, speaking, listening, or reading? Why do you think she or he focuses mostly in that or those skill, and why not in all the team? In all of them, excuse me.
Okay, I consider that she relies more on reading and writing. Some circumstances have put it that way. She can only receive activities, excuse me, of this type because she does not have more space for interaction with students.
Uh, okay, I think mm, she promote the write and read skill because the guide propose um, um, some activities for the practice mm, that skills.
Okay, what I see, the teacher focuses mostly in the writing, because she use only make guys for the students. For that they only make writing activities, and I think that in this moment it's okay, that she only is focusing in the writing. But think, I also think that she maybe have to make another activities, and with it, the students can develop another skills. And she have a lot of ways to do it, but that's what they are doing.
Okay, in the live lesson that I observed, she congregated abstain with different activities. Sample she managed to help the student to develop the skill, but in the events that a student knew the ranks for any of them, she organizes a tutorial with them to reinforce the skill.
Okay, everybody. Thanks for share your experience of this course, and I hope that all the experience of you guys were fine. And thanks for listening us, for change for share on your experience. Okay, bye. Thanks for being in this web conference.
Bye.
Okay,
Okay,
bye.
bye.
Bye. Hope you doing well.